Hi everyone. I'm Bubbles from Susan's family. Today, I'll show you the Chinese aesthetic series, Dream Butterfly Cardigan. This cardigan consists of the main part and decorations. We first crochet the main part, then make the decorations and sew them together. The garment comes in two smaller sizes. If there are any unclear situations, they will be explained separately. Let's start by learning how to crochet the main part. It is divided into the left front piece, back piece, right front piece, joining together, crocheting the edging, collar, and sleeves to form the whole. Let's start by learning how to make the left front piece. The left and right here refer to the actual left and right sides when worn. It is divided into the body and chest piece. Start by crocheting the body. We will start from foundation chain and work back and forth along the starting chain. Several crochet stitches will be applied, all of which are marked on the chart. By varying the positions of double crochets and chains, a lace pattern is formed. Now, let's show. For your convenience to see more clearly, I will demonstrate with thicker yarn here. For specific yarn, for color schemes and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and the paper instructions. Start with a chain stitch. The exact number of stitches can be found on the chart. After completing the starting chain, move on to work row 1. Make 3 chains to start. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet. Then work 2 more chains. Next, work 1 double crochet in the 7th chain from the hook. Insert the hook into the top loop of the chains and work half stitches. Then work 2 more chains. Skip 2 chains. Work 1 double crochet. Continue referring to the chart. Crochet the corresponding number of double crochets with 2 chains in between and leave 2 stitches unworked below as space. After completing the last double crochet of this row, work 2 more chains. Skip 2 stitches and then work 1 half double crochet. Work 2 more chains. Skip 2 stitches. Then work 1 single crochet. 2 chains. Skip 2 stitches. Work 1 slip stitch. Here, the slip stitch forms an oval shape. It means not to pull too tight. That's how you complete the first row. Now let's move on to the second row. Before crocheting, carry the yarn across. Pull up the loop. Then pass the yarn or fabric you're working on through the loop. Slightly tighten it. Then draw the yarn through the 9th chain on the left side. Keep the carried yarn a bit loose. Carrying the yarn is now complete. Let's start crocheting the second row. Begin with 2 chains. Then turn your work. Skip 1 chain stitch. Work a single crochet into the next adjacent chain stitch, wrapping the yarn as you go. Chain 2. Then skip 3 stitches. Work 1 double crochet. Chain 2 again. Pick up the slip stitch braid from the end of the previous row, and work 1 double crochet. If this part is difficult for you to crochet, you can also insert your hook in the same entry position as the slip stitch. For the following crochet work, there are slight differences between the small and large sizes. For the large size, you need to work 2 double crochets into the next adjacent chain space. Just pick up the entire chain loop to work your stitches. Here, I'll demonstrate with the small size, so I won't work these additional stitches for the large size. The small size continues with chaining 2, then working 1 double crochet into a single crochet stitch. Pay attention. After turning, the stitch will be in the upper left position. Then chain 2 again. Continue working double crochets along the stitches. Work 2 chains between them. For the small size, when crocheting into a chain space, you also crochet into the entire chain loop. For any similar positions later on, just follow the same method to work your stitches. Continue until you finish this row. For the last double crochet, pick up the turning chain from the previous row. Work the yarn over the top loop of the third chain. After completing this, the second row is done. Now let's move on to the third row. Chain 3 as the beginning chain. These 3 chains count as one double crochet stitch. If there's no special instruction later, the 3 chains for the beginning chain will always count as one double crochet stitch. Next, turn your work. Then chain 2 again. Then work a double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 2 in between. When you encounter 4 consecutive double crochets from the previous row, pick up and work into each stitch sequentially. No need to work any chains beforehand. Continue until you finish this row. Work the last double crochet, pick up the corresponding chain, and work into it. Then chain 2 again. Skip 2 stitches and work 1 single crochet. Skip 1 stitch. Work a slip stitch. That completes the third row. Now let's move on to the fourth row. Before working this row, carry the yarn across first. Draw the yarn through the adjacent 5th chain. Then make 1 chain. Turn your work. Work 1 single crochet into the adjacent stitch. Skip 1 stitch and work 1 half double crochet. Work 1 double crochet into the adjacent stitch. Chain 2. Then continue working along the stitches of the previous row and into the chain spaces. For the last double crochet, pick up from the turning chain of the previous row. That completes the fourth row. Let's take a look. In each row here, The beginning and ending stitches involve picking up and crocheting. After completing the corresponding rows, you need to carry the yarn across. Next, continue with this method, and refer to the pattern chart. Crochet to finish the 6th row. Now let's move on to the 7th row. Start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Turn your work. Then refer to the chart. Finish crocheting the stitches from the previous row. After completing, crochet 2 more chain stitches. For the last double crochet, pick up the first chain space from the row above and crochet into it. If you can't find the exact position, just insert the hook approximately. That's how you complete the 7th row. Now let's move on to the 8th row. Start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Turn your work. Crochet 2 more chain stitches. Then add 1 more double crochet into the last double crochet of the row above. Continue crocheting along the stitches of the previous row. After completing, the 8th row will be finished. Now let's move on to the 9th row. Start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Turn your work. Refer to the pattern and crochet double crochets and chains. Finally, crochet 2 double crochets into the turning chain of the row above. Crochet 1 chain stitch in between. That's how you complete the 9th row. Now everyone, refer to the pattern chart. Continue crocheting all the way down to row 14. Next, we will work on row 15. Refer to the diagram. Crochet until the second to last stitch. Then finish with 1 double crochet increase, DC 2 in 1 for short. That means crocheting 2 double crochets in the same position. After completing, row 15 is done. Next, everyone refer to the pattern again. For the small size, complete up to row 28. For the large size, finish up to row 32. For the small size, move on to row 29. For the large size, work on row 33. Here, I will continue demonstrating with the small size. The method is the same. First, refer to the chart. Crochet all the way down to the last single crochet. After this, I won't change the stitch position anymore. Everyone, follow the pattern chart for crocheting. After completing, crochet 2 chain stitches. Then make a slip stitch in the adjacent double crochet. Leave the remaining stitches unworked. Row 29 is now complete. For the following rows, the crocheting method for both the large and small sizes is almost identical. Here, I will continue demonstrating with the small size. Let's work on row 30. Start by carrying the yarn across. The method for carrying the yarn is the same as before. After completing it, make 4 chain stitches as the beginning chain. These 4 chain stitches do not count as a stitch. Continue crocheting with double crochets and chains. Work all the way down to finish this row. After completing it, row 30 is done. Next, let's work on row 31. Make 3 chain stitches as the beginning chain. Turn your work. Refer to the pattern. Crochet until you reach the second double crochet of the previous row. After finishing, finally, work a double crochet decrease DC2 tog for short. First, work an incomplete double crochet in the adjacent chain stitch. Then, work another incomplete double crochet in the adjacent double crochet stitch. Now there are 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and draw through all the loops once. That completes 1 double crochet decrease. Row 31 is now finished. Next, let's work on row 32. Make 1 beginning chain. Turn your work. Work 1 single crochet first. Continue with 4 more single crochets, then work 2 chain stitches in between. After that, work 2 more chain stitches. Work 1 half double crochet in the adjacent stitch. Continue along the stitches with double crochets and chains. Finish this row all the way down. Once done, row 32 is complete. Now everyone, refer to the pattern chart. Finish crocheting the remaining rows of the body section. That concludes the left front piece of the body. Next, let's learn how to crochet the chest piece. Continue crocheting back and forth upward along the body. The new stitch techniques used include double crochet, 3 stitches together, DC3 tog for short. Single crochet decrease, SC2 tog for short, is also involved. Now, let's show. Start by crocheting row 1. Pick up where the body left off. Make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Turn the work. Continue referring to the pattern. Crochet double crochets and chains. Work all the way down to the last double crochet. After finishing, make 2 half double crochets in the next chain space. Finally, make a single crochet decrease, SC2 tog for short. Start by making an incomplete single crochet on the adjacent double crochet. Then, in the next chain space, make another incomplete single crochet. Finally, yarn over and draw through all loops in once. That completes the single crochet decrease. The first row of the front panel is now done. Refer to the chart. Complete rows 2 and 3 as well. Now, let's move on to crochet row 4. Start by carrying the yarn across. Then, make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Next, make a double crochet decrease, DC2 tog for short, in the next chain space. Continue referring to the chart. Crochet double crochets and chains. This completes row 4. Next, let's crochet row 5. Start with 3 chains as the beginning chain. Turn your work. Follow the chart to crochet. Finish with the last double crochet. Then, make 1 chain stitch. Next, make a double crochet 3 stitches together DC3 tog for short in the left chain space and over the adjacent 2 stitches. Crochet an incomplete double crochet in each of them. Then yarn over and draw through all loops once. That completes the double crochet 3 stitches together. Row 5 is now finished. Next, let's crochet row 6. Start with 3 chains as the beginning chain. Turn your work. Crochet 1 double crochet into the adjacent chain space. Treat this double crochet and the turning chain as a special double crochet decrease. These 3 chains at the beginning count as 1 stitch. Continue to refer to the pattern. Complete this row by crocheting all the way across. Once done, row 6 is now complete. Next, continue referring to the chart. Crochet the front piece until it's finished. The stitches and techniques used have been demonstrated before. Refer to the previous demonstrations. Simply follow the stitch sequence on the chart to crochet. After finishing, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. That concludes the explanation of the front piece. The left front piece has also been covered. Next, we will crochet the right front piece. It is also divided into the body and the front piece. Start by crocheting the body. We will start from foundation chain and work back and forth along the chain. Now, let's show. Begin with the corresponding number of chains. Once done, fasten off the yarn. Then, move on to crochet the first row. Join the yarn at the corresponding chain from the end. Work 3 chains next. Skip 2 stitches. Crochet 1 single crochet. Then 2 chains. Continue referring to the pattern. Complete this row by crocheting all the way through. After finishing all the starting chains, the first row is now done. Next, let's crochet the second row. Make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Turn your work. Refer to the pattern. Crochet along the stitches and chain spaces from the previous row. The method is almost identical to the left front piece. After completing it, continue crocheting along the starting chains. Once done, the second row is complete. Now everyone, refer to the chart. Crochet the remaining rows for the body. While crocheting later, you will encounter a cluster of double crochet and treble crochet stitches. Here, I'll demonstrate the method using a swatch. First, work an incomplete double crochet in the corresponding stitch. Then, work an incomplete treble crochet in the adjacent stitch. Yarn over twice. Insert your hook. Draw the yarn through. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Repeat this process 2 more times. There will be 3 loops remaining on your hook. Yarn over and draw through all loops in one motion. That completes the cluster of double crochet and treble crochet. Next, continue crocheting while referring to the pattern chart. Just follow the diagram as you crochet. Do not cut the yarn after completing it. That concludes the right front piece. Now let's move on to learning how to crochet the chest piece. Continue crocheting using the yarn tail from the body section. The method and stitch pattern are almost identical to those of the left front piece. You can simply crochet by referring to the stitch diagram. After completing it, leave a yarn tail and fasten off. That concludes the explanation for the right front chest piece. The right front piece is now also complete. Next, let's learn how to crochet the back piece. We will start from foundation chain 2. Continue crocheting along the starting chain. The back piece also forms its corresponding pattern by varying the placement of double crochets and chains. Just crochet in the stitch order as shown in the diagram. For the last few rows, you need to crochet separately on the left and right sides. Start with the right side using the yarn tail from where you left off. Once done, fasten off the yarn. Then join a new yarn at the corresponding chain space for the left side. Crochet the left side afterward. The stitches and techniques used are all explained before. They have been demonstrated earlier. Next, follow the chart to finish crocheting it. That concludes the explanation for the back piece. After crocheting both the front and back pieces, proceed to join the shoulders and the body sides. Let's start with joining the shoulders. When joining, place the right sides of the fabric pieces together. The wrong sides will face outward. Now, let's show. Here, I'll continue demonstrating with a smaller size. The crochet technique is the same. It's just the stitch count that differs. First, attach the yarn. Insert the hook through 2 fabric pieces at the same time. Pick up the stitch and insert the hook. For the beginning chain, pick up the beginning chain and insert the hook. Pull the yarn through. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet in the same position. Weave in the yarn tails. Chain 2. Then, work 1 single crochet in the adjacent chain space. Chain 3. Continue working 1 single crochet in the adjacent chain space. Chain 3 again. Finally, pick up the stitch and work 1 single crochet. Leave a yarn tail, fasten off, and weave in the ends. Let's take a look. The number of chains between single crochets here can be referenced from the chart. You can also adjust based on your own tension. That's how you join one side of the shoulder. Join the other side in the same way. That concludes the shoulder joining process. Next, we'll join the bodice side seam. This is also done on the wrong side. Here, I'll continue demonstrating with a swatch on either side. The technique is identical. At the same time, pick up the edge stitch to join the yarn. Make 1 beginning chain. While crocheting, make sure to weave in the yarn tails. Work a single crochet in the same stitch. Next, move to the edges of each row of the body. At the same time, pick up the beginning chain and the entire double crochet to work one single crochet. Then, chain 3. For the adjacent stitches, pick up both the double crochet and the beginning chain. Work one single crochet, chain 3 again. Similarly, you can also adjust the chain stitches between single crochets based on your tension. You can also make adjustments according to your crochet tension. Continue with this method. Join the sides together. After crocheting, leave a yarn tail, fasten off, and weave in the ends. This completes one side of the body. Follow the same method, join the other side as well. That concludes the joining process. After attaching the front and back pieces, it's time to crochet the edging. First, crochet around the edge in rounds. After completing the edging, then crochet halfway. Now, let's show. Refer to the chart. First, at the corresponding row number on the edge of the right front piece, join the yarn in a chain stitch. Make one beginning chain. For the chain space position, insert into the chain space, crochet the corresponding number of single crochets, wrap the carried yarn and weave in the ends. When you encounter a cluster stitch, crochet through the incomplete stitch. At the beginning chain, insert your hook into the entire beginning chain and crochet. For stitches and chain space positions, insert your hook normally and crochet. When you reach the edge of each row, crochet using the same method as when connecting the body. That is, at the beginning chain, pick up the entire beginning chain to crochet. At the double crochet, pick up the entire double crochet to crochet. Continue crocheting. When you reach the single crochet edge, pick up 1-2 threads from the edge, and insert your hook to crochet. Follow this method. Refer to the pattern. Complete the right front piece, the insertion point for edging. You can refer to the chart for crocheting, or you can insert your hook roughly evenly to crochet, as long as the fabric piece lays flat after completion, and the number of stitches matches the chart. After completing it, you'll reach the back piece position. Refer to the pattern. Insert your hook and crochet using the same method. After completing the back piece, you'll move on to the left front piece position. Refer to the diagram. First, complete all the crocheting before the starting point. When you reach the starting position, refer to the chart. Pick up the corresponding chain spaces to crochet. If you're unsure about the position here, insert your hook approximately and crochet. After completing, you'll move back to the back piece. Again, pick up the chain spaces and crochet here. Once done, follow the same method to complete the right front piece as well. After finishing everything, connect with the first single crochet, crochet 1 slip stitch to join, tighten it. This completes the first round. Leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Next, let's crochet the second row. This row requires a color change while crocheting. Take the corresponding color yarn. Start by joining the yarn. Make 1 chain stitch to begin. Then, follow along with single crochets. Continue crocheting until you reach the symmetrical position of the left front piece. When you reach the corresponding position, crochet 1 chain stitch to secure. Leave a yarn tail and fasten off. The second row of the edging is now complete. The remaining rows and rounds for the edging will be crocheted after the collar is completed.